Hi everybody, welcome back to A Tranquil Life. My name is Cheryl, and today I'd like to share with you some tips and tricks to help you have a tranquil holiday season. I've got lots and lots of holidays under my belt. I've raised 3 children, and I am in no way a holiday professional planning expert, but I do have some things that I have learned over the years. I have experience that I thought maybe I would share with you. Take what you can, what you want from it, and hopefully, you might find something that you could use and incorporate into your holiday planning. I am following the holiday grand plan, and there are holiday videos to that end on my channel. So if you're interested in the holiday grand plan, then please check those out. But planning is essential to having a nice, tranquil, cozy holiday where you can enjoy it along with your family. A lot of times, we as women, we as mothers, we spend so much time and effort getting everything perfect for everyone else, and we don't get to actually enjoy it ourselves. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, is maybe helping you remember that you're important too. You need to enjoy your season too, and you can still plan a holiday for your family and your loved ones and your friends and still enjoy it yourself. The first thing that I recommend is starting early. If you start early, you'll have longer of a time period to plan. And that, therefore, little things at a time will add up to a successful holiday. You don't have to do it all the week before Christmas. Start early, start planning now, and spread it out so that it's not so stressful. Especially if you're working full-time. I know, I've been there. I've worked full-time my entire time that I was bringing up my three kids. So, and trying to plan a holiday while you're working full-time is unbelievably difficult. But somehow we do it, right? Somehow we get through it and we do it. But if you start now, a lot of that burden is taken off of you because it's easier when you have some things already done when the time comes. So my first tip is start early. The second thing that I wanted to talk to you about is a budget. Budgets are extremely important for the holiday season. You've got food you need to buy. You've got gifts you need to buy. A lot of ancillary expenses come with the holidays. A budget is extremely important because if you do not have a budget, if you do not make yourself some kind of guideline and you just spend off the cuff, you're going to end up overspending. It's wonderful to see someone's face when you hand them an elaborate gift, and it's a nice feeling, but then when that regret sets in that you spent more money than what you should have, that's not a good feeling. If you budget, you will, and stick to it, you will be a lot happier after the holiday is over and done with, because you'll find that you're in a much better position than what you would have been had you not. A wonderful idea is a cash envelope. There are some that are pre-made, like these from Clever Fox. They are pre-made. They're sturdy material, but you don't have to have these pre-made. You can just use a regular envelope. Put the name of the person on the envelope and put your allotment for that person in that envelope. Keep a running total of what you spend and what you have left, and when that envelope is empty, then you're done purchasing for that person. That way you can keep track of how much you're spending, and it's already allotted, so you don't have to worry about, overspending for anyone. Cash envelopes will also work if you're using your debit card. You can still have an envelope with that person's name on it. Put the receipt in there, keep your running total, and then when you've met your allotment for that person, you're done. It's a wonderful way of tracking and a wonderful way of keeping up with how much you're spending. The cash envelopes I highly recommend, but you have to be careful. Don't get out in public and leaf through with the cash and let other people see that you've got cash in an envelope. Be very careful with them, but they are invaluable in your holiday planning if you choose to go that route. If not, make yourself a list and keep up with it that way. Which brings me to the next tip is your lists. Make your lists for everything. When you think of something that you'd like to have on your table for Thanksgiving, if you think of something that you'd like to pick up for a gift for your coworker, or if you're anything like me, 2 hours later, you've forgotten completely about that. Lists are extremely important, especially when you're planning the holidays and you've got so much on your mind, so much going through your mind. If it's down on paper, you don't have to think about it. It's already there. You just go down through the list. Oh yeah, I need that. Oh yeah, I need that. And it's so much easier to make your lists and keep your list updated as you purchase. Mark things off. That way, your thought processes. That's one thing you don't have to think about when you're in the throes of planning this holiday season. As far as gifts, I'll do a separate video with some gift ideas, things that you can, inexpensive ideas, and some things that you can present to your family and friends that won't break the bank, but will be very special. I will do a separate video for that. I'm also not including in this video any church activities or you'll probably want to participate in your church in their holiday presentations and things like that. So I won't be covering those. This is just, some basic things for you to keep in mind for your holiday. Those little fruit gnats, I'll be happy when they go away. Okay, as far as the gifts go, I recommend that you look into stores with rewards. For example, free shipping. If you're ordering online, look for free shipping. If the store doesn't offer free shipping, go out to Google or your search engine and search that store's name and coupon code and see if there's a coupon code out there for free shipping or the percentage off or a dollar amount off of your order. Don't just arbitrarily submit that order without looking first to see if you can save some money with that order. Kohl's is an excellent idea as well because they have Kohl's Cash. I do most of my shopping through Kohl's for the holidays. And usually it's if you spend 50, you get 10. So you're spending money, you're buying your Christmas gifts, plus you're earning money that you can either turn around and buy more gifts or you can buy some things for yourself. You can buy a candle, you can buy a new shower curtain, you can buy rugs, you can buy things for yourself that you may need for your house or, something that you may want with that because it's free money. It's not money that you are actually, taking out of your budget for that. So Kohl's is an excellent idea, an excellent place, to earn your Kohl's Cash. Now keep in mind, when you use that Kohl's Cash, if you're placing an order and you have to meet a shipping threshold, say if you spend $50, you get free shipping. If you've got $20 Kohl's Cash and you spend that $20 does not count towards your $50 for free shipping. So keep that in mind. And it also doesn't count for next Kohl's Cash. So if it's spend 50, get 10, that 20 does not count towards that 50 to get your next 10 Kohl's Cash either. So you have to keep that in mind because, you can get thrown off with that Kohl's Cash as far as your shipping for that next order. It needs to still meet the threshold without the Kohl's Cash. So just keep that in mind. All right, that's what I want to talk to you about the gifts. So store rewards. And a lot of them, I think this year especially, will be offering store rewards as the season gets closer because they're they're already behind in their sales, so they're going to want to try to catch up and entice you to shop with them instead of their competitors. Okay, some things that you can do during the season for yourself to make yourself happy while you're doing your planning. Think about getting yourself in the mood. Think about things that you can do to add to your experience, your daily planning, your daily thought process about the holidays. Planning should be fun. It shouldn't be a chore. Make it fun. When you sit down to make your list, make your budget, put on some Christmas music. Make yourself some Christmas playlists. If you like the music from when you grew up, make yourself a playlist with those songs. Give yourself that little bit of nostalgia, that nostalgic feeling, of some comforting times that you had in the past. If you like today's artists, find their Christmas songs. Make yourself a playlist with today's artists if you want to feel, pumped, or you want to feel, your spiritual side of Christmas. Make yourself a spiritual playlist. You can make as many playlists as you want, and then just whatever mood you're in, then cue up one of those playlists and just listen to some Christmas music, and I guarantee it will help you get into the whole season. So we're going to play some Christmas music. And another thing that you can do to get yourself into the spirit is have a cup of seasonal tea, a cup of seasonal coffee, a drink that is only around for the season, some eggnog or some apple cider, just things that you don't normally get, like in February and March, things that are special for that season. And sip on those. Peppermint mocha, pumpkin spice, put a cinnamon stick in some hot apple cider. Get yourself a warm, cozy cup of something and just sip on that while you're planning. So, a seasonal mug. Another thing to do is light candles or use wax melts. Now, I prefer the wax melts because you can change the scent as often as you'd like. With a candle, you've got one scent, but with those wax melts, then you can burn different scents depending on what you're into that day. For example, right now I'm burning Farm Apple Pumpkin, which is from Better Homes and Gardens, the wax melts. And it smells like fall. It is completely and utterly fall. There are baking scents, cookies, coffee scents, falling leaves, a chilly afternoon. They're limited edition, especially with, I highly recommend Better Homes and Gardens wax melts. They are wonderful. They throw scent in a couple different, your whole house just smells wonderful. And that will put you in the mood as well. So, burn candles. These are little treats that you can do for yourself while you're thinking about others. Think about an Advent exchange this year. An Advent or an Advent calendar. There are pre-made Advent calendars, with the little doors that you open every day. They're good for children, but they're good for you too. If you want Godiva chocolates, there's an Advent calendar for Godiva chocolates. You can open that little door and have yourself a nice little piece of heaven every day. Or what I did if you have children, what I did for my children when they were growing up is I took wrapping paper, cut it into strips, and made a chain. Folded it over and put the links together. And I put 24 links in that chain, hung it on the wall, And every night before they went to bed, they would pull the bottom chain off. They would tear the bottom chain off. And as the season progressed, the chain would get shorter and shorter. And they really enjoyed that. And that's $0. $0. So that's an idea. Construction paper, wrapping paper, any kind of paper that you have, let them color a coloring book page and then put it in strips. So that's an idea for an Advent for children. Another idea for Advent, my best friend and I for years and years have done an Advent exchange with each other. And what we do throughout the year, we buy 24 little gifts. Things like candles, things from the travel section, like little body wash from, the store, pack little individual packs of hot chocolate, just a bar of chocolate, some pretty seasonal napkins, a kitchen towel, little things. And we individually wrap those, and then in November we send them to each other. And then starting December 1st, we open a gift every day together. We text each other and we open them together every day. And it is such a wonderful little exchange, and we both have an absolute ball with it every year. It's the highlight of our December. And then on the 25th, we actually present each other with a gift. So 24 small little gifts that we pick up through the year, seasonal things like we get in spring, when the spring things go on sale. When the season changed to summer, we are on the lookout for spring things. We're on the lookout for summer things at the end of summer. We do Halloween. It doesn't have to be Christmas things. It's things that we've picked up all throughout the year. If one of us goes to a thrift store and we see something that we know the other one would like, we pick it up during the year. And then, when it's time to wrap them and send them, we've got most of it done. We just have to pick up a few more, maybe little items, and then the bigger gift for the 25th. So an Advent exchange with someone, your children, your spouse, your mother, just wonderful, wonderful little exchange that you can do for not much money and just give a little bright smile to someone every day in December leading up to the holiday. Just an idea. Okay, as far as a tip for decorating, back in the day, our grandparents strung popcorn and cranberries. You can still do that. You can still do that. You can go and get tapestry needles from in Walmart or in the craft section, and some thread, and pop some popcorn, buy a bag of cranberries, and string some popcorn and cranberries. Have the kids help. Those needles are not sharp. And just homemade decorations. Pine cones, you can put a hanger on some pine cones. You can have them color Christmas, and then cut them Christmas coloring book pages and cut them out and make put them on the refrigerator, or put them just to decorate little handmade decorations all through the house. Wonderful ways of just trimming down and simplifying stress-free things that you can do, to have a tranquil holiday. So string popcorn and cranberries. And another thing, when you're ready to wrap your presents, think outside the box when it comes to wrapping. There are so many things that you can use that you don't have to buy expensive wrapping paper. You can use magazines, newspapers, brown paper bags. You can use coloring pages. The children can color a page, and you can use that to wrap a gift with. Craft paper from deliveries. All of us are getting Amazon deliveries and different, when we start our Christmas shopping online, it comes with paper in there. Use that craft paper to wrap. Even if it's crinkly, that just adds character to it, And just twine, some raffia. Go outside, find twigs and little pine cones to put on there instead of bows. You know, a personal wrapped gift like that is extra special because the time it takes, and they're beautiful. That's actually what the holiday is for. It's you can take some of the commercialization out of Christmas with just a little bit of effort, and have a simplified holiday that everyone's going to remember, because it's not the status quo. It's not the same old, same old. Play games Christmas Eve, when the family's together. Play games. There are tons of sites online with ideas for family games, like carrying a potato between your knees and trying to drop it into a jar. Putting some items in a bag and giving everybody a certain amount of time to look in that bag, and then when everyone's had a chance to look in it, then make them write down as many things as they can remember out of that bag. There's all kinds of physical games that you can play too that are just hysterical, that everybody will remember. One of the things that we've done successfully is I buy saran wrap, and then I'll go and I'll pick up some scratch-off lottery tickets. I'll pick up some candy. I'll pick up some of those bell necklaces, the Christmas bells that you can wear around your neck for the holiday. Just little things, candy coins and actual coins, dollar bills, and take the saran wrap and start a ball and wrap that saran wrap around and put a lottery ticket, wrap it around, put a candy coin, wrap it around, and keep doing that until your ball is about this big. And when the time comes to play the game, you have a set of dice, two die, and you roll the dice. And one person rolls the dice, and the other person is trying to get that saran wrap ball started to open. They can't tear it. They have to find the end and start unrolling it. Meanwhile, the person behind them is rolling that dice continuously. And when they hit doubles, then the person passes the ball to the next person, and then the dice go to them and they start rolling. And whatever they uncover in that saran wrap ball during their turn, they get to keep. And it is, I'm talking hysterical when you watch your family try to get that saran wrap off of that ball. It is, I'm telling you, it's the funniest thing. And packs of M&Ms and just things, any little thing that you can think of that you can fit in that ball to wrap up. It's fun. It's quality time spent with your family, and they'll remember that. Consider going caroling. Caroling used to be the thing to do, back in our parents and grandparents when they were growing up, and there's no reason why it can't be done now. You can still gather up a few people. You don't actually have to go in people's yards. You can just walk down the street caroling. And if they're interested, they'll come out on their porch and they'll listen to you. You don't have to, this day and age, there's things that you have to consider that they didn't back then. So just remember, just do it safely, and, I would suggest you stay in the road, and don't get too close, to anyone's property, but you can still have fun doing that. And then come back home for some hot chocolate with some marshmallows in it, just simple little thing that everyone will always remember. So I forgot to write down here: creative wrapping, play games, and caroling. And the last thing is take a drive to see the Christmas lights. Again, just get in the vehicle, load everybody up in their pajamas, and just drive around the neighborhoods and look at the Christmas lights and make it a game to try to find whoever spies some lights first, you know. And then when you, this is for adults too. I mean, you don't have to, you know, have children to be able to enjoy those things. You can do it just you and your spouse or you and your significant other, and just go for a drive and enjoy the lights, and then come back and have a glass of wine or have the hot chocolate or apple cider, and, you know, just zero cost, memorable experience for your holiday. So that's just some ideas that I have for you. If I think of anything else, I will definitely share with you. And if you have some ideas, please, please, please share them below in the comments so that anyone who watches this video can go down and read your ideas as well. And so can I, because I am all about this year making this as tranquil and as cozy and as comfortable and as stress-free as I can. So until I see you again, happy holiday planning.